Sasori the Red Sand is an S-level ninja. He is a runaway ninja from Tsunagaku. His partner in Akatsuki is Orochimaru. After that, Deidara. When Sasori was a child, his father and mother were killed by Sakumo Hatake, Konoha's White Fangs, in a battle, leaving him and his grandmother Cho. Cho taught Sasori to control puppets when Sasori was 5 years old, and he continued to practice how to control puppets. So he is skilled at using puppets not only to play with, but also to use puppets as weapons of war. The first puppet Sasori made was a doll that was similar to his mother and father to reduce his loneliness and accompany him to sleep, and for a long time, Sasori was no longer interested in his mother and father's puppets because they were easily damaged and not immortal. He made other puppets, including the one Kankuro was wearing, Sasori's maid. And he made another puppet during the Third Shinobi World War. The effect of Sasori's puppet fighting with enemies in the desert made Sasori nicknamed Sasori the Red Sand. Then Sasori innovated to create an immortal work of art, after which Sasori began to make puppets from the bodies of human corpses. Sasori's first corpse puppet was Komushi. Komushi was his friend when he was Chuyunin. Sasori killed Komushi by changing Komushi's hand to a puppet's hand, which actually Sasori had given the puppet's hand poison, and that night Komushi complained of pain and Komushi died over time. After that, Sasori made Komushi's body into a puppet without Cho's knowledge, and finally Sasori was caught by Grandma Cho and she ran away from Grandma Cho. 20 years after the introduction of Sasori, Sasori left Tsunagaku village and secretly he kidnapped the third Kazekage and turned him into one of his puppets, and the third Kazekage puppet was his favorite puppet, after which he made his body into a fully armed puppet covered in poison. And hiding it behind an Akatsuki cloak, Sasori was able to stay alive even though he became a puppet, because the heart he transferred to the doll's body and he hid in one of his dolls, Hiroko, who was dressed in an Akatsuki robe. Sasori has subordinates who work as spies in Tsunagaku and in Otagaku, namely Yura, Mukid, and Kabuto, who become Orochimaru's men. Sasori was killed by Sakura and Cho using his father and mother puppets. During the Fourth Shinobi World War, Sasori was resurrected by Kabuto using the Edo Tensei stance. He side by side with Deidara to fight Kankura and Sai. Sasori used the body of Shin, Sai's brother, and finally Sasori was hit by Kankura's trap and told Kankura to save his father and mother's puppets, after which Sasori escaped Edo Tensei's control and crumbled to dust.